Are you creating a coaching program, whether it be your first, second, or you're creating something to scale your business? Listen, don't make these coaching program mistakes that I did. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 mistakes that I made when I first created my first coaching program. The reason why I'm giving you this is because I don't want you all to make these mistakes that I made. And I'm going to tell you not only the 3 of the mistakes that I made, I'm going to tell you a simple way how you could prevent yourself from making the same mistakes. So the first mistakes, and I'm gonna try to keep this short. The first mistake that I made when I created my first coaching program was undervaluing my service. Y'all hear people all the time say, "Hey, you should start out charging this amount. You should start out charging this amount." I was actually offering coaching for just $35, even though I knew that I got great results, was also putting too much in the pot. So what happened by me undervaluing my services, offering too much for too little, even though I had the experience and the education, and putting too much in the pot just means I was giving them too much for too little. I was getting burnt out. I would do all this work for peanuts. And it's because I didn't value the services that I offered. I saw other people making more money than I did, but I didn't have confidence in who I was and what I had to offer. So one of the things I did was I did what I suggest everybody do. I became a coach seeking coaching or needing coaching. So I got myself a coach, a business coach, to help me build the confidence I needed to reach the audience. Is remember I mentioned that I was putting too much in a pot? So not only was I not valuing my services, I would was not sticking to one main goal. For instance, for instance, I'm going to use this example. So let's say this video, y'all already know this is about you not making the mistakes that I made when I created my coaching program. Spent more instead of throwing up and adding all this extra information that may not have necessarily had anything to do with what the topic was or the goal was. I learned to put that energy in breaking down step 1 through 5 to make it more clearer so that they could grasp everything in small bites instead of throwing up all this information and making them more anxious where they won't do anything. Okay, so number 1 was I undervalued my services. Number 2 was I had to learn to stick to one main goal. Third mistake that I do not want you all to make, and I mentioned it briefly in number 2, is not giving more information concerning the program. See, I spent so much time throwing all this stuff because people were saying, "Oh, you got to put all these bonuses in. You got to put all these bonuses to get people to pay more money." There's nothing wrong with putting bonuses in your package, but it has to make sense to the goal. Okay. So what I learned, remember when I said I had steps 1 through 5? I took that energy and spent more time outlining what those steps in my program was. So it's up there and be done. And when my customer needed to know the who, the what, and why, they needed to understand, why are these the steps? Why are you taking me these steps? Why is this important? Who is this for? Is this for me? You got to call a spade a spade. And I hope you all enjoyed this. If this resonated with you, if this was of value with you, do me a favor. Please like this video. Like this video. And if you have any questions or any comments, if you've made some mistakes in your business, I'd like to hear them below. Next, we're going to talk about turning your interest into revenue.